Hi everyone, it's Giselle, and I wanted to talk about this journey. I haven't really gotten into the twin flame journey for a while. It's been very messy, it's been very disorienting, and it's been very humbling to undergo the transformation and things that I have been through over the last few years. It's definitely taken me to places that I was trying to avoid because, especially the words shadow work used to creep me out. I didn't want to sit there and unpack all of the pain, the trauma, all of the heavy weight that was a part of me. Because the videos that I used to see about 7 years ago about shadow work were all very dark, and I don't work well in that frequency. There were a lot of people that would get into a victim mindset and stay there, and it didn't align with me. And so I avoided it, and I got more into the light-hearted manifestation and, teachings by Esther Hicks and things like that. But that started to bother me too because I thought it's like gorging on sweets, on candy, desserts, but never getting into the true nourishment that's needed. And so I stepped away from that kind of thinking as well because it wasn't taking me far enough. But I also wanted to approach it from a place where I didn't have to be so down and deep into a depressive state, because that's what it will do. I'll be honest, it's not sunshine and rainbows. Delving into shadow work isn't going to make you feel good at first, but what it will do is eventually, when you're ready to climb out of it, it will strip you away from people, places, situations that no longer serve your soul. And as long as you don't allow yourself to dwell too far in the pain and darkness, you will get out of it. It's hard, but you will get out of it and you will feel reborn. You will walk through the fire, and it can take a while. But as you're doing it, you will start to feel lighter as long as you don't sweep everything under the carpet. As long as you confront the feelings, the pain, whatever comes to the surface to be healed, as long as you confront it head on, sit with it, digest it, but then release it. Because I think the reason why I was so put off of those videos in the past was because, to me, it felt that people sat there and did confront their pain, but they didn't transmute it. They didn't step out of it. They wore it as a protective cloak, but then they didn't take it off again and burn it and come out renewed. It's like it felt almost too comfortable to stay in that place, and that's why it used to scare me, because I thought, oh God, no, I don't want to be in an area where I'm stuck. I'm stuck in self-pity. I'm stuck in victim mode. It's just not nourishing, and I didn't see the point. But in life, as you may have discovered, when you ignore something that wasn't for you or wasn't meant to stay in your life, it will find a way to strip it away. And you can try and hang on for dear life, but then you're just going to be miserable. I'll give you an example. Family dynamics have completely changed. People have decided that they didn't like my truth telling. They didn't like me trying to heal the family. So what do? They make me the scapegoat and they throw me to the side as if I was last week's trash or rubbish or whatever, and I didn't matter. Luckily, not everyone believed that narrative, and I do have people who do support me, but my circle has shrunk, and that's okay because I would rather a handful of people that I know, well, maybe smaller than a handful, that I know that I can trust and that won't betray me, than a big family who's just there for keeping up appearances, for the Instagram photos, for the fakeness. But if you really needed them and you had something on your heart, they wouldn't be there. And they'd rather talk behind your back, gang up on you, and abandon you in your hour of need. It's sad, but if you keep asking the universe or your spiritual team or your angels for help, they'll help you. But it might not always look like how you would want it to look. I used to think I wasn't aligned with a lot of my family members, but I thought as long as I keep quiet, as long as I don't rock the boat, I can still skate through life on very thin ice, but with a family around me, so I wouldn't look like a freak. But again, it doesn't matter. What the heck does it matter what other people think of you if your own family members can't stop being abusive on a daily basis? It's just not worth it. It's not worth the pain. It's not worth the heartache. It's not worth you bending yourself into shapes to try and remain the glue to keep everyone together, because at the end of the day, they wouldn't do the same for you. And some people aren't just meant to be there for a short time or for a limited time. And if your spirit outgrows them, then you're meant to walk away. And that's okay. And it is painful. It is hard. It is challenging. It can lead to depression. But as long as you sit there, face it for what it is, acknowledge that you've done your best, but that you cannot sacrifice your happiness, your soul, for other people who would not think twice about selling you out, then that's what you need to do. And as long as you're honest with yourself and you face the fear, face the truth, no matter how painful, but use that energy not as revenge or hate, but to transmute it and turn it into gold, to spin your own life into a better version, that is going to help you climb out of it and get out the other side, reborn, stripped from any debris, anything that was hanging on, that was dragging you down, and you will grow wings and you will fly. It's quite heavy, I know, but I felt I had to talk about this. And I also wanted to link that to this journey, the twin flame journey, the old expectations of two people meant to be together, one dragging themselves through the mud, through pain, so that the other one can fly. It's not so much about that anymore. For me, if the other person has their own awakening, has their own soul-searching journey, has their own transformation, and wants to meet you where you're at, That would be fantastic. But if they can't do it, what can you do? You can only be there for yourself. You are the flame. You are the one that's going to make your life worthwhile. Not just worthwhile, beautiful and transformational. And if they can join you, that's fantastic. But if they cannot join you, you have to put yourself first. Because if you don't, you're only going to be living in the past and nothing will shift. So you must remember that you carry the flame for yourself, that you are your home, and coming home to yourself is the most satisfying, comforting, protective feeling you can give yourself. And again, it's not easy, but if you allow this for yourself, then there is hope. It's not a story that ends with you suffering more. It's whatever the universe wants to bring to you, whether that's your person realigned and matching or whatever else the universe can surprise you with. You are then ready because you realize that you are the one. You are making it happen. And I hope that this helps anyone who was drawn to listening to this message. We'll do it together. We are on this path. We support each other. We can make it for ourselves. And whatever beautiful surprises are headed our way, I'm open to it, and I hope you are too. Thank you for listening. Have a beautiful day.